Hello and welcome to the second video, photo blog, vlog, whatever you want to call it, of my trip to the Yorkshire Downs. Trip, holiday, let's call it what it is, it's a holiday. First video, link up there, but watch it later, watch this one first. It shows some waterfalls in Swaledale when I used ND filters to slow the motion and get some nice, really kind of silky smooth motion in the water. Anyway, you can watch it later if you haven't already. If you have, thank you for watching it, and if you watched it and didn't click the like button, damn, what are you doing? Anyway, so that leads me into, please click the like button on this one and subscribe if you're enjoying this content. And if you really are enjoying this content, please do consider supporting me in other ways. You can buy me a coffee, which would be really nice. There's a link down below for that. Anyway, the video is a little longer than normal because it actually covers 2 days of shots. First day, relatively dull weather, very cloudy, and the next day after that, stunningly different. Stick around to the end, there's some really, really nice photos. Join me on, I think it's the 22nd of December, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Well, it's a cold, relatively foggy barn high morning, and I've been here setting up for about 15 minutes and such, and over here, not that it's exposed to this, but over here is the sunrise. I took a shot when I got here, camera set up just over here by a wall, and 15 minutes ago it was a very different looking place. So I'm going to go over here and take another shot and show you the two side by side. I don't know what they look like, of course, but we'll show you two side by side just to see what a few minutes make them, the importance of being out on time. Right, okay, so there's the sunrise, there's the camera, and I'm going to take another shot. So we're going to show you the two shots, one after the other, maybe side by side. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to edit this in a week or two's time and show you the difference. It's not a great shot, it's just a scene of the sun coming up over the Swaledale Valley over here. So these two images are taken about 11 minutes apart. One's 8:03, the other's 8:14. And you can see just how the light has changed at this time of day. And of course it changes very fast at sunrise and sunset. You've got to be there. I can't emphasize enough how you've got to be out there to capture this kind of light, because it changes so dramatically, so fast. You can see in the earlier shot just the orange glow in that gap between the hills and the cloud, and just how little of that valley has been lit, and the 11 minutes later just how bright that valley's become. Just below the cloud line, it's cold, and it's bleak, and it's 20 past 8. Sunrise is over there. I know the exposure doesn't show it terribly well, but it's there, and this scene is changing quite readily now. Very grey here, and quite wonderful. I'm going to go and get the camera, which I've left down on a wall down here because I'd like to take a photo with a bit of foreground, as there's a bench here. I'm not sure the camera's actually showing it, and face tracking's lost me again. It's annoying. Can we get that going? Face track on, it says. Let's try. Is it? Yeah. Is it following? Yes, it's following. Just about. It's going to lose me in a minute. I'm going to get the camera and get this bench in a big kind of wide shot across the valley here. Back in a sec. Right, got a camera on a tripod. Let's see what we can make here. There's a sign down there that I do not want in this shot. Don't like the way this drops off over here to the left. Now I've got that sign in the left. I'm too close to it, really. I think almost I need to be the other side. This isn't a brilliant shot by any stretch of the imagination. Sign's hidden behind the bench. You might just be able to see a little bit through. It's impossible to tell really on this small screen. This is ISO 400, 2.5 of a second at f10. 1, 2, click. Don't think it's a great photo. I'll show it to you if it's any good. If it's not, I'm not going to. You probably won't see this. I'm going to go a little higher, and we're going to get another photo if I can, or more if I can. Not great compositions at all, just kind of snapping, but we'll see. So the Buttertubs, hey, cold, dank, it's not foggy, it's cloudy, and we're in it. It's a bit wet. I'm just going to take a quick snap here, really just to remind me that I was here. Here we go. 1 second, F8, resting on the fence post. And we've got a bit of motion blur in the water. I think I will show it to you. It's not great, but you know, here it comes. It's nippy out there. Let's head off a bit further up here. As we crest the hill, there's another gorge on the other side. Well, we've crested the hill a touch. We are heading downward, and it's just cloud. There's nothing to see here. So as I've pulled into this car park on the outer fall, you probably can't see it going out the window, but I've just stumbled on the Bentley Festive Tour. Now this is chilly. The wind is coming straight up my back, so if I turn around you're just going to get wind noise on the mic. I might try to shield it a little bit. The shot unfortunately is that way. I wouldn't say it's much of a shot, but you can't see a lot of it. It's clearing. Let me get out of your way. So yeah, it's clearing quite nicely. A bit of fog. You can see the important thing is you can see the hills, and that's what I'm going to take a photo of. Now again, no composition, it's just a scene. There's no foreground here unless I get lower, and I'm just not prepared to at this time. No, in fact I can't do it. As soon as I turn around, the cloud is in my face, and when I say cloud I mean what the components of a cloud are, which is basically moisture. It's all over the lens. You can probably see it all over the lens on the on the camera that's filming me as well. This is impossible to get a scene because the weather is basically straight in my face the moment I turn around. Now I have a suspicion that these cars coming up here in together are the Bentley Tour again. Yeah, it's got to be the Bentley Tour. I don't know whether they're pulling in, going past. I think they're talking to this fella. Yes, this fella here is taking photos of them. Well, the Bentley boys are still up and down here a little bit. I think they're about finished, and I can kind of see why. The weather's changing quite a lot in here. There's a constant movement of the cloud, and well, it's interesting. It's obliterating a lot of sites. Well, there's something particularly nice over here, so I'm going to grab the long lens and just focus in on something that's really just kind of minimalist and stark. And this is the image that I got. Now, yeah, there's no point pretending that it's going to win any awards, but it doesn't stop it being a nice image. And the primary reasoning for taking it was I thought it looked okay in the camera, and it did. I shot it, and I've come back and I've edited, and now I'm showing it to you. It's a memory. It's a snap. It reminds me that I was there, and here I'm conveying to you why I like it. And I like it particularly for a couple of reasons. It's got an ethereal feel to it. So we've got along the top line here, this is a hill, and we've got these wispy clouds over there. There's a glow over on the top right hand corner, and that's really nice. It's almost as though the sun, the source of light, is over the back there and lighting that cloud, and it's not. The sun is probably more over my shoulder. Similarly, the other line of the hill there, again, a glow. Gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Very ethereal. And what's really striking, and you won't see this because I've muted this down, and there's a reason. These greens in the foreground here, it's hard to believe that in the dead of winter, kind of dead of winter, I suppose December isn't dead of winter, but you know, these greens in my mind's eye and how I remember them were lush, they were verdant, they were just glowing. And I've had to mute that down here because if I'd have produced that in the same way as I remember it being, you'd turn around and say, oh, that's horribly oversaturated. So we've muted it, but it's really, really nice. Anyway, that's my rationale for showing you that shot. I hope you like it, and let's move on to the second day. And I think the second day was 2 days later, so Christmas Eve. Get up early, they said. Clear skies overnight. It's going to be cold, they said. Idiot didn't wear a jumper this morning, but indeed, clear skies. And well, I'm not sure you can see. There's a glow over there. There we go. I have obviously exposed for the background and not for me. It might not even be me. Who knows? But this is the same spot I was in a couple of mornings ago, where I've got some other images that you saw earlier in this video, and there was just a kind of glow in the sky over there through the cloud and mist and fog and such, and it was but it was a great shot, and actually especially good from the drone, which wasn't really very far up above where I am, but it was really good. And this morning, clear skies, beautiful sunrise. Check these out. See the glow on my face. What's the time? It's come on, watch, 10 past 8 in the morning, so it's not exactly early, but yeah, this is absolutely glorious. I'm going to get a couple more of this. I've done some bracketed exposures already, which you've seen. Obviously the light's changing all the time. The clouds up here are just wonderful. They're wispy, as though when I was shooting them, they look as though they're a long exposure already. They're not. You know, they're as we see them. They're stunning, and I feel really pumped and privileged to be here today. This is just amazing, and it's absolutely true. You've got to be there. Yeah, you can't be a photographer and not get out. Yeah, it's key stuff. If you're not there, you can't capture the image. There we go. I must do something about this tripod at some point, because whilst I love it, it does give me a lot of creativity. It also means that I knock the thing an awful lot, so I've got to be careful. Jesus, it's cold out there now. I say now, I mean it's probably always cold out there. It must be getting warmer. You'd have thought by virtue of the fact that the sun's coming up, but I'm beginning to feel it in the fingers, particularly this one that's rather broken. Well, some years ago I called it in a fan belt, and well, you don't want to know, but suffice to say, when it gets cold, I notice it in that one. Oh, I think I'm going to go a little bit higher. Give it a try. I was going to get the drone out, but fingers just too cold to operate the sticks at the minute. I think a bit of fatigue there. Let's head off. I stopped by the Buttertubs, just on the other side of the road, going down to the fissure here, kind of valley, whatever the geographical term is. And there's this wonderful image ahead of me, which I've got to capture. Got it on the phone, but it looks fantastic. Got to get it with the Olympus as well. Now there's a few rocks around that I'd like to get in the foreground. There's one here, one there. That one there looks a little bit more interesting. Take this off. Pop that there. Get that down there. Get a lower perspective. Losing the colour in the sky. That's a bit better. That sun really hitting that over there. We'll zoom in a bit, but we lose the foreground. Shoot it anyway. Okay. Brilliant, just gorgeous. The sun just hitting this hillside over here. You can't see it. Let me twist you around a touch. I don't know, is it there now? Yeah, just about. Exposure's not perfect on the video, I'm afraid. But yeah, there. Stunning. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to be. And yeah, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. I particularly like this shot. I mean, it's nothing special. It's a long shot. It's quite grainy, but just the shadows of the rising sun. It's gorgeous. And as we zoom out into this portrait landscape with this rock in the foreground, we begin to see just what kind of scene this is. It's just beautiful, the way the light is coming over the hills and lighting areas and darkening areas in shadow. A wonderful place to be. And to end off, I offer this. This is a shot from the drone. I sent it down into the valley, and well, it's not one shot, it's a vertical panorama. I can't think how many shots are in it now, but I think you'll agree. It's something quite amazing. Must go back to North Yorkshire soon. As soon as we're allowed, that is. Oh, you've made it to the end. Thank you very much. Slightly long one, but I hope you agree that the photos, particularly those at the end of the second day, were really something very nice. If you've enjoyed it, please click the like button down below. Don't forget, buy me a coffee if you feel so compelled. It would be very much appreciated. And if you want to do none of those things, that's absolutely fine. But there's some more videos appearing here. It would be great if you could watch those and maybe just subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.